He's Bill Ryder, and he's Ryder than you.
The program Ryder than you, sometimes.
He's a fan.
I love sports so much.
He's in your face.
I will destroy those obnoxiously arrogant, clueless, tone-deaf superstars who are marginal players, good players, who made careers, who think they're Hall of Famers.
He's nice.
I promise, we're nice here.
He's humble.
I think I'm pretty good if you're on the show about admitting if I got it wrong.
Live from Los Angeles, here's Bill Ryder.
All right, welcome into the show. We are still rolling BillRyder.substack.com. Thank you for hanging out. Little bit of a programming note for you. Pretty Daddy, who's pretty great and happens to also be a daddy, although that's not where the name comes from, is going to be here today. Tomorrow, the plan is Stu and I are going to do a World Cup preview, and then I think and I hope on Thursday we'll do a mailbag because I've got a bunch of those. And on the World Cup preview, I put together, for those of you that don't really know soccer and aren't really sure what the hell's going on or why do you care, or maybe more to the point you want to care because it's a big sports thing here in the United States and Canada and Mexico, but you're not really sure how to connect. I put together a World Cup for dummies. Excuse me, that was rude. It was a slip of the tongue. I apologize. That was a shot fired. I did a World Cup for dummies for everybody here that are part of Ryder Than You. It basically takes the key players and teams and storylines and gives you what the American sports equivalent would be. So we'll do that tomorrow, Stu and I, and Stu can make some adjustments to mine. Let's I just want to ask you right from the start. We had a really nice, pleasant sort of pre-show convo, Tom, and then I went at you.
Yeah, called me a dummy about 90 seconds into the podcast today.
Only on soccer.
I mean, fair enough. I could use it. I could use the World Cup for dummies.
I did it for the radio show. I did it for the radio show, and so, but that's a lot of content to consume, and so I'm going to do it in an advanced, improved, gilded, beautiful, spotlight upon it version here on the show. I'm not gonna lie, pretty proud of it. Like I put a lot of effort in. Who's LeBron meets James Harden? Who's Pat Riley meets John Wooden? I thought it was pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. Who's Lamar Jackson? If Lamar Jackson were 48 and partied his entire life like Dennis Rodman. I'm just saying.
Okay.
We got some bangers in there. Before we get to Victor Wembanyama, the Spurs, my prediction, and Knicks fans wanting to go to zoos and attack zebras, I felt pretty good about that joke. Are you excited about the World Cup in a general fan way, as opposed to, I'm assuming you have to watch it for work?
I do have to watch for work. There will be a World Cup game in a matter of, 4 days? It's like 10 miles from me at MetLife.
No, 2 days. Oh, okay. There's one, because it starts in 2 days.
Yeah. Saturday, there's a game at MetLife.
Do you know which one?
That's asking a lot.
Wow.
That's asking a lot.
BillRunner.substack.com. Pay for it.
I know my train ride gets, altered because there's a World Cup game at MetLife.
Does it really?
Yeah. I mean, most people are taking mass transit to the game.
Altered how? Just longer? Or you have to go a different way?
Well, like the train schedule is all different Saturday.
Bro, that's England, Panama. England's a big deal. Panama's a country.
Should I go to the game?
Yes. I'd be shocked. I mean, I was going to say that the tickets are too expensive, but compared to Knicks tickets,
Exactly.
what it costs to watch the Knicks lose to the Spurs.
Exactly.
By the way, all right, let's get into this. Maybe we'll circle back to some World Cup stuff. I want the Spurs to win. I want the Knicks to win. I'm happy. I got that. Those are the two teams I was rooting for. The players, the storylines, the cities. I'm in all the way around. So this is directed at rich people, not Knicks fans in general. I just sort of enjoy that a bunch of rich people paid obnoxious amounts of money, get-in prices in some cases of $10K to get-in prices to watch them lose. If the Knicks win, and I will get into that. I kind of hope that they just do it in San Antonio and that they find a way to lose every single home game, just so the rich people. Is that wrong?
I think that makes you a little bit of a jerk.
That's it. Why?
A little bit.
A little jerky. So I predicted yesterday to a person, so not really a prediction, but I said this and I'll stand by it. I thought this series was a coin flip. I took the Spurs in 7, which is a total cop out, and I still thought yesterday that the series wasn't over. I thought whoever won last night's game would win the series, because I do think that there is a power of momentum that people don't really appreciate and understand. And as a longtime Reformed Cubs fan, I can tell you what it feels like and what I think it does to your team when you are on the verge of history and a city starts to celebrate despite themselves because the joy is overwhelming, and then the wheels come off. And I thought if this and see, Knicks fans, the thing is, I like the Knicks and I like Jalen Brunson. Would you agree with me? Because you're there, but you're not really a Knicks fan, right? Knicks fans are so exuberant that they become obnoxious on accident, I think. It's like the parent you like, who then you see them at their kid's AYSO game, like, who are Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Dad fan? Like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, I can get on board with that.
Okay.
I can get on board with that. I think to a certain degree they've started to celebrate too early, having won the first 2 games in San Antonio. There's a small piece of me though that understands it, right? Like, it's been 53 years. Like,
Right.
I get it. They've been a bad franchise for so long.
The year you were born.
Yeah, basically. I mean, they've been a bad team for a long time.
That was me just making a mean joke that you're older than you, because you're like 30.
I am getting pretty old.
What are you, 35?
37.
You are old. Okay, so we're old. I'm old, and you're old, and everybody's old. I think that the Knicks could be in some trouble. I thought the Spurs were the better team in those first couple games, certainly in game 2. And I thought Wembanyama's pass off Castle's back, and I just thought the general sort of angst that the Spurs showed was the product of the Knicks playing really great, but also I thought it was the pressure. And the Spurs didn't realize what they were doing and what they were accomplishing until they got to the finals. They were playing the Thunder out of anger and spite, and they played that team. My theory on this is the Spurs the Spurs were playing Oklahoma City in the last round, and they're playing history in this round. It is occurred to them what's at stake, and I think you've sort of seen, even yesterday's game, you saw this stretch where everybody, and eventually San Antonio pushed through it, but midway through the fourth quarter, everybody started to take bad shots and settle for jumpers, and even Wembanyama missed. It was a tough shot, but like a left-handed kind of layup where he made a great move. There's a level of pressure that I think is a huge, huge factor in the series. And the fact that Spurs found a way to win, that they won the game. We'll get to the officiating in a second. If you want to blame the officials, fine. I think it has the potential to shift the pressure to the Knicks in a serious way, because if the Knicks are down 2 points or up 2 points with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter tomorrow, right? Game 4 is tomorrow. I think the Knicks are going to feel the weight of what the Cubs felt in that Bartman game. They're going to feel the weight of everything, and those fans, and that yearning, and that need. And if the Spurs don't blink as well, all of what I'm saying, I like the Spurs' chances. I think the Spurs can win tomorrow. The Spurs won 2 games in Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City didn't win, so they're not the better team, but the Spurs won 2 games in Oklahoma City, game 1 and game 7, on the road in the conference finals as a young team with no playoff experience. They can do it. And maybe the Knicks win tomorrow. I don't think the series is over, and I think last night's game was a critical game in shifting the weight, the pressure, the difficulties to one of these two teams. They both were cruising in their respective Western Eastern Conference runs, and obviously the Knicks had not lost a game in 50-some days until last night. I think it's going to feel different tomorrow for New York.
I agree with that. And your assessment of last night's game, I mean, look, let's be honest. Aside from the close to the first half, the Spurs were the better team, right? Like, the Knicks scored 42 points in the second quarter. That's what gave them their 7-point lead at halftime. The Spurs were the better team last night, and I don't know if it was fatigue. I don't know if it was just Wemby. I mean, the Knicks were the Spurs were in the bonus with 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Like, the only way the Knicks could stop Wemby was to foul Wemby. Like, they played well. Wemby responded last night. He owned it after game 1. He did not play well. He owned the bad turnover after game 2. And he came back last night in game 3 and did what a star does. He played extremely well. 32 points, I believe. Like, he did what he needed to do. And now we got a brand new series. An absolute brand new series.
He was absolutely incredible. He had 32, 8, and 6. And 3 block shots, only turned the ball over 1 time. And you brought up the fouling of Wembanyama. It reminds me of trying to foul Shaq, only Wembanyama can actually like do all the other things other than be a physical specimen. There's been a lot of anger and angst and frustration about the officiating. I did have listener Kevin, who is a founding member, hit me up that when the Knicks are sort of like midway through, we're still winning. Hey, the Knicks are beating the Spurs and the Zebras. I respectfully kind of push back on this, and I know the big stat. I think Mike Brown pointed out it's the first time in history that one team got 24 free throws in the second half, and we only got 8. And there was a deep dive by a guy named Josh Dubow. And Josh's Dubow, I don't know how to say his last name. He's from the AP. It could be Dubow. Josh, good work. Good old JD at the Associated Press did some research. It is the first finals in history where someone has 24 or more free throw attempts in a half of the finals game and an opponent has 8 or less. But it's the 9th time that there's a 16 free throw discrepancy, right? So it's lies, damn lies, statistics, and Knicks fans who are angry statistics on the next line. Samuel Clemens, Mark Twain. I'm not worried about the officiating. I don't think it was surprising. Of course, the officials were going to err on the side and put their fingers a little bit on the scale for the Spurs. The ratings are through the freaking roof, dude, and there is a business incentive for the thing to continue. And and if the Spurs were up 2-0, it would be the other way around. I don't think it was as egregious outside of what you would expect, given what I just said.
I'm with you. I don't think the second half was egregious to the free throw disparity. I think the Knicks got lazy. I think the Knicks got tired, and to a certain degree, even if they weren't lazy or tired, how the hell do you stop Wembanyama? You foul him. That's the only one that I'll point out last night that bothered me. That I think even after a review, I was shocked that I personally think they still got it wrong. Was the Stephon Castle running over Jalen Brunson, and I think that was in the second quarter. So you can't pretend like that decided the game. Like it didn't. But that's the only one last night where I think they got it wrong.
Yeah, there's a play where Wembanyama basically pushed Jalen Brunson's face and pushed him to the ground.
And Shaq at halftime was like, "Look, big dude, little dude, get out of my way, man."
Yeah, it's the NBA Finals. And here's the other thing, dude. Like there are several plays, and people aren't going to want to hear this. There were several plays where Wembanyama was being grabbed by various players, and just like they were just like. I think Cat was one of them. I think Mitchell Robinson was just like grabbing him like offense for the Spurs. Wembanyama was trying to get loose, and it's just like grabbing him. And I was because I was rooting for the Spurs because I want the series to continue. I was watching the game and I was going to get mad, and I was like, you know what? It's the finals, man. Physicality is part of the deal, and so you can't get mad at Wembanyama throwing Brunson around. And then not be mad that a bigger, stronger player in the NBA is physically manhandling Wembanyama, because Wemby is physically overpowering if you include his sort of basketball prowess and the ability to dribble and go to the rim and do the things that he does. But just away from the basket in a grappling contest, Wembanyama is not strong enough yet to win those battles. And so to me, the bigger story is just the Spurs found a way to get through their nerves. They almost gave it away, dude. Like in fact, we're going to fake break this thing because I want to actually put a blame. God, I'm in such a habit of good teases now, which is a radio thing, but it's a podcast. You don't need a tease. You're either here or you're not here, but here I'm going to do it. We're going to blame a hero that's beloved for the actual reason that the Spurs won that game. Oh, that's a tease, baby. And you're going to get it in 3 seconds, so it's worthless. Be right back.
G-Cell said what?
Why am I? That's the wrong one. Hold on.
You're listening to Lighter Than You.
And you're mad at me. So if I did, I'm mad at myself. Like, oh, the travesty. Oh, man, my marriage. I can't do anything right. Good job, Ryder. I've never been in my marriage again.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. All right. As long as we're on the same page, pal. I'm good at the buttons, bro.
You're listening to the Lighter Than You podcast.
Okay. My favorite 2 players in the NBA, excluding Steph Curry. So my favorite 2 players in that sort of current midst of potential greatness are Victor Wembanyama and Jalen Brunson. And I was totally wrong on Jalen Brunson. There's a clip of me. I haven't seen it, which is crazy. He sucks, basically, at CBS Sports HQ.
There's a compilation when the Knicks reach the finals.
Yeah.
You're in there. You're in there.
Where'd they put it out?
I'll send it to you.
Wait, who did it?
It's fine. It only has like 2 million views. It's fine.
I don't mind. Oh, I thought it was like at the Garden or something. No,
yeah, it's you, it's Stephen A, it's Skip. Oh yeah, it's out there.
It's fine. By the way, we did On the radio show, we did the 5 best and worst takes in the history of sports for each of us. We do like rankings every Friday. It's fun. And that was my like 4th worst take of all time. And I played my own clip. So, of course, I then went after my co-host twice in a row. It's the old, oh, look how humble he is. You know that move?
Yeah, sure.
You've been on the receiving end of that move a couple times. Jalen Brunson's amazing and proved a lot of us wrong. By the way, also proved the Dallas Mavericks wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not okay. I'm not going to defend myself. It's indefensible. He's not playing well in this series. He is shooting 37% from the field. He is shooting 32% from the 3-point line. He is averaging the same number of turnovers per game as he is assists. Jalen Brunson, I love Jalen Brunson. He is the heart and soul of this team. He does get big buckets. He had a 2 yesterday, sort of down the stretch, that was really important. He's not playing well. And so there's 2 ways to look at this, right? There's 2 ways to look at this. One is, oh my God, the New York Knicks are up 2-1 against the Spurs without Brunson playing well. Of course, he's going to figure it out and play well. He's Jalen Brunson. That may be right. And if that's right, the Knicks are going to be NBA champions, I think. But another way to look at it is, it's not just Wembanyama who's in his first NBA Finals. We're just focused on him because he's, 22 years old. Getting to a first NBA Finals is really hard to do. And playing at a high level in these moments is not a guarantee. James Harden's only been in 1 Finals when he was back with the Thunder, and he's never played well in his pursuit to get back to this place. Chris Paul's had some similar struggles, and he's had some good series. You sort of go through the guys who haven't gotten it done. There's no guarantee Brunson's going to play well. And if he doesn't play well, if the Brunson of the first 3 games, pretty big sample size, NBA Finals are only 7 at most, is the Brunson of the remaining games, Spurs may be NBA champions.
I'm going to oversimplify it here, and it's probably not fair. Wembanyama is in Brunson's head from the standpoint, Brunson has to rely on jump shots in this series. He can't get to the basket. I mean, what are you going to do when you're 6'2" and you have a 7'4" dude protecting the rim? Like, you can't get. Everything has to be a jump shot. And when Wembanyama is taking a rest, getting a breather, you can see, and I saw it last night, probably more so than in games 1 and 2. Brunson's eyes light up when Wemby is out, and that's how he got in turnover trouble last night, because he was so excited is not the right word, but so cognizant that he's able to get to the rim now that he was moving too fast. And he had 5 or 6 turnovers yesterday, and most of those came when Wemby was actually out of the game because he was trying to force it to get to the basket because he knew this is his only chance to try and get to the rim to create and make something happen. If he's got to rely on jump shots the rest of the way,
it's good.
I mean, that's how you end up shooting 37%.
And I'll add to that. It's great. It's great, Tom. I almost reset you. That's great. Tom DeCelestino here on Writer Than You, BillWriter.substack.com, BillWriter.substack.com. It's a podcast, you moron. Bill, the most athletic players on the face of the earth, and I mean the most athletic athletes in the NBA, the most athletic players in that league, which makes them very athletic, have trouble with Victor Wembanyama. There's a reason he is the first unanimous and the youngest defensive player of the year in history. And he had a chase down block yesterday where he basically, like, he was trailing a guy got past him and he just let him pass and then just blocked the shot. He's amazing. I love Brunson. I know I'm in the you don't have to send me the compilation. By the way, I saw the look in your face. I don't want the compilation. I know what I said. Thank you, my good friend Tom. You can just tell me about it when you take my phone call once a year. So I like Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson's amazing. I was wrong on Jalen Brunson. We got it. He's not athletic by NBA standards. He's more athletic than me and you, obviously. What he does with body control, he does with IQ, and he does it against more athletic guys. He's highly effective, but it's a bad matchup for him, to your point with Wembanyama. Because if you were peak Derrick Rose, I'm not sure you'd be able to attack Wembanyama and do the things that you do. It's a much starker challenge for Jalen Brunson. The other thing about this, and I find really interesting, and I'm not here to hate on the guy. I'm not. Is that until yesterday's game, Karl Anthony Towns was the Finals MVP, right? And again, not here to hate on the guy. If Cat wins you 2 games in NBA Finals, you should win the NBA Finals, and he's done that. He's done his job. I've always been a Cat doubter, but I don't even think I was wrong on Karl Anthony Towns. I think he's a reminder, and I've experienced this in my current professional situation. You've experienced it, Tom, when you work for the best person you ever worked for, me. When you find someone, when you find the right place and a person that believes in you, or a person that puts you in the situation to be successful, great things can happen. When you work at a place, CBS, that treats you badly or sets you up to fail, you're going to fail. Mike Brown has untapped in Karl Anthony Towns something remarkable, and it's real. But to expect Cat to be the best player on the floor for 4 games, I don't think is fair. I don't think it's realistic. Last night, Cat was fine. I mean, like, I couldn't even honestly remember a lot about. He was 4 for 10. He had 11 points. Right? He had 8 rebounds. He played. He was 0 for 2 from 3. But he played okay. 11-8. He was fine. It wasn't a Cat problem yesterday. He was just fine. Jalen Brunson's gonna be that guy, right? Like, Jalen Brunson has to win. I'm a big believer that over the course of an NBA or of a best of 7 playoff series, and what I'm about to say, I think, becomes more true as you advance. Your star player is going to win you 2 or 3 of those games. And if you can, if Steph Curry can win you 2 or 3 games, and Iguodala can win you 1, and Clay and Draymond can combine for another, you can beat the Cavs. It's gotta be Jalen Brunson, dude. 11 of 25 is not going to get it done, man. He's got to be better. Full stop. And you cannot be having as many turnovers as assists, which is what he did again last night.
Yeah, that's a problem. Now, looking ahead to Game 4 tomorrow. I mean, I don't know why anybody would expect it not to be a tight game, because, I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Whoever you're rooting for, even if you don't care who wins, like, we've seen 3 great basketball games. They've all been highly entertaining. So I don't know.
They have been fun. It's true.
I don't know why Game 4 would be any different. The pressure, I would think, has got to be more so on the Knicks, right?
100%.
But to your point, on Brunson, like,
yes,
I'm a little concerned about. I still think the Knicks can find a way to win Game 4, but I'm a little concerned about Brunson individually, just because I think he's going to start to force it, to try and make it happen, knowing that he has to be the guy. I'm a little concerned about him individually.
I am too, and again, I love him, and he's amazing, and I'm never going to walk back, sort of my perspective on him. He's great, and I'm impressed by what he did. He's not played at the level that he needs to. He has been poor. And by the way, Dylan Harper, I was just looking this up, was 5 of 18 last night. Now, Dylan Harper's been pretty good in the playoffs and was pretty good in games 1 and 2 for the Spurs. If Harper has himself a game and Brunson doesn't, Spurs.
Yeah.
If Wembanyama has himself another game and Brunson doesn't, advantage Spurs.
And you kind of like Josh Hart was great last night. Yep. I don't know. Is that going to happen again in Game 4? Jordan Clarkson gave you something off the bench for the Knicks last night. I don't know that that's going to happen. It's pretty much the only time.
OG was really good.
Yeah.
OG Anunoby was really good.
I don't know. Maybe you get those performances again, but I don't know.
I mean, there's so much depth on the Knicks, and that helps, and it's why they play close games. You need a guy, and I still think it can be brought. By the way, I did not think I was like, don't write the Spurs off guy. And we don't really talk a lot of Spurs on the radio show, but just with buddies, we don't talk a lot of NBA finals. But just don't write the Spurs off guy. I told some friends of mine to bet on the Spurs because the number was so good to win the series. I'm in the same boat as don't write off Jalen Brunson. The thing about sports is these holes that you get put into under pressure, under stress, as everyone's watching history, it reveals who people are. But it doesn't reveal forever in one moment. You can change the narrative. You can be John Elway. If Chris Paul had beaten I love taking shots at Chris Paul like I'm just making historical points. If Chris Paul had beaten the Bucks when he was up 2-0, he'd have a different legacy. I think part of the series is captivating because you tell me 24 hours ago the Spurs can win the NBA Finals, I'm here for it. You tell me today that Jalen Brunson can be the Finals MVP and hit some clutch, crazy shots to win this thing in 5 or 6 or 7, I'm here for it.
By the way, you bring up Chris Paul and the Suns blowing the 2-0 lead. I believe Mikal Bridges, who was obviously on the Knicks now, I believe Bridges was on that Suns team.
Wow, so he's a Bridges to that story. Yeah, it was bad. My co-host Doug, the first day tried to like out-pun me, and he did because I wasn't expecting it. So then we started keeping score, and I beat him 28-8 in a show. And my program director was like, "Let's just take a break." And now I send him that scene from Fight Club, Doug, whenever I want to, where just like the guy like gets the crap kicked out of him, does put his hands up.
You're a good friend.
I'm a great friend. I'm a great friend. Brock Farini played in the NFL. I saw him in the hallway. He's like, "I really like your show." I'm like, "Thanks, man." He's like, "You and Doug have a great vibe." I'm like, "Thanks, man." He's like, "It's a really funny big brother picking on little brother vibe." I go, "Who's the big brother?" He's like, "You're the big brother." And I go, "I know. I just want to hear you say it."
Did we just become best friends?
All right, prediction. I think predictions are stupid, but I think this. Look, I said this at the start of the series. I think it's a coin flip. I think every game's a coin flip. Every game's felt like a coin flip. I have no idea who's going to win tomorrow, but I think this. I'll tell you. I think the Spurs win. I think it's a crazy kind of finals, man. I think it goes back to San Antonio 2-2.
I'm going to go Knicks in 6. I think they win game 4. I think they lose game 5.
Are you doing that because of a rhyme? I'm a rhymer.
No. I honestly, I'm here for sign me up for 7, but I think it plays out in 6.
We're going to do a fake break just to see if I can push the proper rejoin button. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Writer Than You.
Let me ask you guys a question. Tom is not going to like this, where it leads. How do you guys feel about telling people the truth when they don't want to hear it?
I have a strong take on this.
Give it to me.
I don't tell them the truth that they do not want to hear. I just bypass it.
Okay.
So you just avoid everything.
Yes.
Okay.
You're listening to the Writer Than You podcast.
By the way, I should, you know what? We'll do it in segment. I was going to do it out of segment.
What side will Bill take on the biggest issues in the world of sports? It's time for today's edition of Buy or Sell on Writer Than You.
The workflow aside, lazy guy. I don't pay you for this, so it's all fair. Buy or sell, you prefer me asking you the questions?
I'm going to sell that.
Really?
Yeah, you know me. I like to know what's coming. I don't like to be surprised.
Well, here we go. Buy or sell, you have read our good friend Ty Dunn's outstanding Josh Allen story.
Why do you do this to me? I have to sell that. I haven't read it yet. I haven't read it yet.
Content?
Yes, I haven't read it. I'm aware it exists.
Oh, wow, you're aware it exists. Producer of the year.
I haven't read it yet.
Okay. Wow.
Bill, buy or sell, you've read the Josh Allen piece by Ty Dunn.
Buy.
I'm a paid subscriber. It's outstanding. But here's a funny story. So I'm not, look, I'm doing this Substack for the people who are still listening. I am not putting a lot of effort into promoting it. And we find, every now and then we'll get a new subscriber and a new paid subscriber, and that's very cool and very much appreciated. But we have an audience, and it's a bigger audience than I ever expected, and it's very cool. The other day, I got a flood of subscribers. Just like the way that Substack works, you get a bunch of free subscribers, and then some of them listen, and they unsubscribe, and some of them listen, and they become paid subscribers, and many just stay free, which is great. I mean, I got like 100. I'm like, man, I'm killing it. This radio show must be. It's because Ty Dunn is nice enough to recommend me. I'm one of his top recommendations. So if you sign up for a Substack for the first time, you get recommended me. I'm like, oh, the Josh Allen thing. It's not because I'm good. It's because Ty Dunn's good.
Buy.
Ty Dunn's a good dude.
He's a great dude. Yeah, look, I'm not telling you what to do. Yeah, I am. Buy or sell, Tom should read this for work.
Buy.
Yeah, give the guy $6. Give him
Fair
$6,
enough.
you cheapskate.
Fair enough.
Buy or sell, you think it would be wrong of me to call my best friend Reed Forgrave and harangue him for not ever paying for and subscribing to this thing, having bought a bunch of his books, including one that's behind me somewhere.
Yeah, you should definitely do that. Bye.
I did it yesterday. He was put out.
Okay, well.
He's like, you're a jerk. I'm like, not a cheap jerk.
That's the kind of dynamic you guys have.
Buy.
That's the kind of dynamic I have with everybody. Buy or sell, that's the kind of dynamic I have with everybody.
Bye.
Buy.
We'll go every other. Do you want to do some of these? Or do you want me to just do them? I got a bunch.
You know what? I got one for you, yeah.
All right, you go first.
Buy or sell, Bill, there should be a new NBA stat specifically for Wemby called U-turns.
Bye. That's really funny.
Guys beat their primary defender. They get into the paint, and they realize Wemby is there, and they peel back, kick it out, because they don't know what to do once they see Wemby.
Buy or sell that you smiled in your heart and your soul when you asked that question.
Oh, bye.
Yeah. I saw it.
It should be a new stat, man. Guys beat their defender at the 3-point line. They think they're good. They see Wemby. Uh-oh, what do I do?
U-turn is very funny.
How many times have we seen that through the first 3 games?
Buy or sell, I can make a slight adjustment and call it a V-turn.
Go for it. Buy.
It's Victor.
Yeah. Absolutely. There's got to be something. Because, like, you look at it, like, oh, Wemby had 3 blocked shots. That doesn't even begin to tell the story defensively. Yes. He changes everything.
He's a rim protector in a way that the stats cannot and do not tell the tale. He's the guard dog from the Sandlot, where you couldn't get the Babe Ruth ball back.
Ooh. I like that.
I'll give myself a buy.
I like that.
All right, I have a few finals questions for you, and then you can think of any for me if you want. Producer guy. Buy or sell, if the New York Knicks win this NBA Finals, that it is more likely that Karl Anthony Towns will be the Finals MVP than Jalen Brunson.
Sell.
I could
Sell.
If they're going to win, it's going to because Brunson has to carry them across the finish line.
I agree. By the way, De'Aaron Fox continues to play very badly. He did have a big shot yesterday. He hit a 2-point jumper that felt like a 7-point shot.
Yes.
When they just couldn't quite pull away and get the game.
Couldn't hit shots, but hit a very timely shot.
Very timely. And he had 8 assists to 2 turnovers. Like, he's still contributing.
I'm not so sure that Dylan Harper shouldn't be starting in favor of Fox.
I agree. Bad game yesterday. Bad game. I mean, I say that. Like, he didn't turn the ball over. He had 9 rebounds. He had 4. He just didn't shoot well. Buy or sell, if the Spurs win the NBA Finals, anyone other than Victor Wembanyama can be the Finals MVP.
Sell.
Sell.
So here's my next question. We'll have to have a new stat. Like a new, what's the second MVP? The VP?
Sure.
The VP. Buy or sell, you think Stephon Castle will be the most likely MVP Finals MVP runner-up if the Spurs win?
Yeah, I've been super impressed by. Not only did he shoot it incredibly well last night, but the dude is just physical, right? Like offensively, defensively, like he only played 1 year at UConn, so I'm not gonna lie to you and say I know a lot about Stephon. He's been impressive, man.
He's really impressive. He hit a couple free throws late. I watch a lot of Spurs games, but I guess I don't watch with the intensity that I've watched the finals. He has a look on his face that early on I thought was fear, that I realized that he's just in the chill zone, man. He's just like in an icy a zone of focus. Buy or sell, you think it reminds me of you?
Buy.
I already answered it. I already answered it.
Okay.
Very, very, very outside chance that I will come to New York City for a work thing, weirdly, in July. Buy or sell, you will get a drink with me after work at 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning? You're out of your mind.
When do you get off work?
Show ends at 2.
Buy or sell, you'll get a drink with me at 2 in the morning when you get off work.
No. Sell.
No, you are. We're doing it. I'm going to show up at your office and stalk you. We're going to go to employees only. We're going to go there.
Do you have a roundabout date in July? Beginning, mid, end?
Week of July 20th. I don't think I'm going to be there.
You don't think you're going to be there?
No, but there's an outside chance, maybe.
Okay. What LA work brings you to New York?
I can't talk about. I can't talk about it. It's not in my nature to be mysterious, but I can't talk about it, and I can't talk about why I can't talk about it. Buy or sell, you can give me that movie reference.
Sell.
I'm going to do it again. I'm going to give you the actor. I've been confused with this guy, Brad Pitt. It's not in my nature to be mysterious. I can't talk about it, and I can't talk about why I can't talk about it.
I don't know, but I'm just going to take a guess. Fight Club.
Ocean's 11. Have you, buy or sell, you've seen Ocean's 11?
I have. I've actually seen all of them.
They're good.
They are. But I'm not movie quote guy.
You're not a lot of things, guy.
Fair enough.
You got any more for me?
Yeah, I'm going to keep it in hoops, but I'm actually going to go WNBA here.
Oh, yeah.
You know I love me some Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Bill, buy or sell Caitlin Clark will be on the Indiana Fever long term.
So I'm going to sell, and I'm going to ask you a question. So you probably didn't read this, but Bill Plaschke, who I think is an excellent columnist here.
False. I actually saw your tweet about it, and that's what made me read it.
It was good.
I did not see Bill's original tweet. I saw your retweet.
I didn't think you followed me on X. Buy or sell, you're worried about Caitlin Clark becoming, as Pat Riley would put it, a victim of the disease of more.
Bye.
Me too.
Bye.
Me too.
Haven't loved how she's played this year. The team is still basically a 500 team. They brought in a new coach, and that clearly isn't going well because they were jawing
Yes.
at each other last week.
It's like you can't act that way. Now I guess she hit a game winner last night. Is that right?
She did not play well last night, but she did save the game. Yes.
She's not playing well at all.
No, she is not shooting the ball well. If you just look at her numbers, points, assists, you're just like, oh, okay, this is pretty like Caitlin Clark-esque. Her shooting percentages are way down.
That's like saying that Leo's not acting well. That's your job.
Right.
That's
right.
literally what you do, as you know. I got aggressive quick. What he does, Tom? Sorry.
But don't you think the Indiana Fever would be motivated to keep her, even if she's not getting along with the coach, not getting along with the front office? What happened?
Yeah,
she sells tickets.
She's averaging 38% from the field, man.
Yeah, it's not, and I think are they 6-5 right now this year, the Fever?
I don't even know. I have not connected with it.
The whole time she's been there, they're basically a 500 team.
Yeah, what's going on? You're my resident expert.
I don't know if she's happy. On and off the court, I don't know if she's happy.
They're 6
and she'll say the right things, post game. She didn't give you anything when obviously the cameras caught her and the coach she doesn't peel back the curtain. She doesn't admit that she's unhappy. So she says all the right things, but she doesn't have even when she was at Iowa, right? And she didn't have a lot of talent around her. She was able to get that team to championships and Final Fours. And you could tell, she was enjoying playing basketball. I don't know that she's loving life.
So I imagine that there's a chance that the Fever could break.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
You know what? Thank you. Thank you. I just got distracted because Tom DiBenedetto just texted me.
Oh,
He's
by
as hard
accident?
to get a hold of as you are.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
You picking up what I'm putting down?
Yeah.
I don't let you off the line because I can't get you on the phone. Yeah. It is fair.
I was in the dentist chair the other day.
Every day of your life? Was it a 12-hour dentist chair?
I was going to say, I didn't call you back after that, but I was.
I'm aware. I'm aware. When you sent me that, I was like, whatever, man. Whatever, bro. You know what? Let's get rid of this guy. Thank you for listening to the show. We appreciate you. We're still rocking and rolling. Thanks for hanging. We'll see you tomorrow.